Hey, what's going on, Poké fans? Welcome back to Path to the Peak YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at Mad Party deck, especially built for the standard format. All I can say about this deck is that it brings a lot of fun, especially in expanded format, because turn 1 you can hit for so many damage that your opponent usually concede the game. And what I like about that part is definitely the fact that when you need something to climb the ladder quickly, you can always play Mad Party and expand it. This is specifically Mad Party built for the standard, and in my opinion, it's not going to be good. With only 4 copies of Twin Energy, the format is just fast enough for this deck that it unfortunately cannot work. But me being a huge fan of the Mad Party, I just decided to try to build something at least to try to play it in the standard format, and I was quite surprised that the deck list was not that bad at all. I mean, it's not clunky, it's super consistent. You have Rose Tower, you have Peony, you have Evolution Incense and Level Balls, and you have those Galarian Meowth, Crobats, and Articuno. So theoretically speaking, you have engine to discard resources out of your hand and build the damage up. But the biggest concern in the current format is the fact that Bunnelby has 40 HP, Meowth 60, and then Sinistea 30 and Polteageist 60. So with that being said, Jolteon, Dragapult, Inteleon engine deck will just crush this Mad Party deck. It's just simple enough. I mean, I don't see how you can win those matchups with this deck. But on the other side, I see some potentially good matchups for this deck. Like, for example, Single Striker Shifu, then Rapid Striker Shifu potentially can be an okay matchup because you can swing for the weakness. But overall, those decks are going to be just much more faster than the Mad Party, so you need to draw perfect every time in order to win them anyways. But if you would like to see a Mad Party in action, you're on the right place at the right time. So I'm playing 4 copies of Bunnelby, the Dedenne, Polteageist, Mr. Rime, and Sinistea. Then I'm playing 2 copies of Crobat, 2 copies of Galarian Meowth that can use that Evolution Roar ability, where you must discard 2 cards from your hand in order to use this ability. That's pretty much it. You're searching for Berserker, but you don't have it, so you just ignore that effect. You're playing Meowth just to discard cards out of your hand. Then we have 2 Galarian Articunos with that Reconstitute ability that help us to discard 2 more cards from our hand in order to draw an extra card, which is also good because then we can quickly discard the resources. And then we have Peony that help us to draw something like a Rose Tower and, for example, Quick Ball, and we can basically negate our opponent's stadium from play, like for example in some cases Path to the Peak. And then we can play a Rose Tower, discard our complete hand, which can include some of the Mad Party Pokémons. Then in theory, with the Rose Tower, we can draw 2 more cards, and then we have Quick Ball to pay 1 discard cost, and then we can draw Crobat, set the Crobat, and drive 5, which is perfectly good combination in my opinion. So the deck is built basically to go as fast as possible through your deck. 4 copies of Quick Ball, 4 copies of Level Ball and Evolution Incense, with 1 copy of Ordinary Rod and 1 copy of the Tool Scrapper, with 2 copies of Air Balloon, as well as 4 Powerful Colors Energies, 4 Twin Energies, and 2/4 line of Research, Boss's Order, and Peony. Potentially speaking, if the format was not that fast as it was and as it is, and if there is at least a double cores energy, a normal double cores energy, not the rated nerfed double cores energy that's going to be released in the future set, this deck would have some potential. But then again, with so many damage spread, it's just, I mean, against Dragapult we can deal somehow with those big parasols, but against damage protection on the bench, unfortunately we cannot. So we cannot negate those, unfortunately we cannot negate those Yeah, we would need a card that can that's pretty much a promo Giratina and the Mr. Mime in one, that can actually block the damage done to the bench, as well as from the attacks, as well as the from abilities of opponent, effects of attacks, or just abilities. Then this deck could have a decent chance to parry some other decks in the format, but I definitely like it, so there's no question about it. If you're looking for maybe to sell, buy Pokemon collection or cards, you can visit ccgcastle.com. Link is provided in my video description, so look at the CCG Castle. Specifically, if you're looking for sealed products or singles, I'm definitely recommending that as well. All right, let's play one game so we can actually see this deck in action. Hopefully, guys, you're gonna enjoy watching it. So, see you in the game. All right, so starting second, and pretty much nothing interesting in my hand. So I'm basically playing only 4 copies of Professor Research and 2 Peonies in order to set up. Obviously, there are also 2 copies of Crobat and 2 Galarian Articunos as well, but overall, really limited with the resources in this deck, that's for sure. So I'm starting with the Sinistea. I have Rose Tower and literally nothing else. So what I'm probably gonna play will be a Level Ball into another Sinistea. Then I'm probably just gonna pass the turn. I actually don't think I can do anything else in this case. I'm probably not gonna even consider playing Rose Tower. Maybe I will, depends. Depends who's gonna be the top deck. Quick Ball top deck works perfect. I can get Articuno or maybe some sort of actually, I can play a Level Ball and get Meowth in play, and then discard two med parties, and then play Rose Tower, and potentially with the good top deck draw some extra resources. We shall see. That's just in theory, but we shall see. Oh, I wish I had 2 Quick Ball in the opening hand. That would be amazing. And for sure. So Umbreon Wii is on the other side, and my opponent passes the turn, and I top deck Professor Research. I think I couldn't get better top deck, just to be honest. See, do I want to go with the... Okay, let's first check the energies. 3-3, 2 Peonies. Okay, that works fine. The only thing that actually a little bit bothers me is the fact that I'm discarding both Rose Towers. Oh my goodness, are you gotta be kidding? What the heck? Seriously? What is this hand? What is going on? I mean, where are my Quick Ball and Level Ball and energies and anything? I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. But it's okay, I mean, it's fine. At least I drew myself a supporter card, so I'm not gonna cry too much. It's obvious that Umbreon can knock me out even with his first attack, which is a mean look, due to the weakness. This Sinistea can easily be knocked out, but even without a weakness, its base attack is just a 30 damage, and Sinistea HP is 30. So with that being said, he hits me for 400. And I think I can actually respond with the knockout as long as I can get energy card in play. So I'm hitting for 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 140, research, energy, we shall see. Another Evolution Incense. Well, that's a little bit better. Alright, let's go with Evolution Incense. So I will get myself those Mr. Rimes so I can discard them both and increase the damage a little bit. So 1 research for 7. Alright, this hand looks way much better. Yeah, let's go for that Dedenne. Let's go for that Peony and let's grab that Crobat. So energy attachment. Articuno for 2, that's for sure. I can draw a card. It is just another Crobat. Let's go with the Rose Tower. Okay, let's go with 1 Crobat and see if we can find maybe a little bit more of Mad Parties. 3, 4, 8, 9. That's 180. That's more than enough for the knockout. But meanwhile, let's just try to set one more. Actually, 1 more Sinistea for the bench due to the weakness on that Urshifu, so I can basically knock it out. Air Balloon and Mad Party for 180. So that's enough for the knockout. Luckily for me, my opponent didn't have that Umbreon VMAX, so I took the first 2 prize cards in the game, and I only need to draw 4 more prize cards in order to win the game. If he really wants to evolve that Urshifu, I can easily grab 3 prize cards, so probably he don't want to do that. On the other side, if he trades 1 prize with the Houndoom, that's much better solution for him. I unfortunately missed that 1 turn where I couldn't get that powerful colorless energy in play. That powerful colorless energy actually increases the damage that you can do to your opponent Pokemons for extra 20 damage. Which is actually interesting because in some situations, if you can hit for extra 20, that can be perfectly good. So there's the Houndoom, so he can definitely... Oh, he decided to go with the energy attachment on the bench instead. Huh, okay, I have two Articunos, so I can try to get that Evolution Incense in play and evolve my Polteageist eventually, so I can swing for a knockout. I do have boss's orders, and there's no question that I want to retreat and hit for the weakness, so I can actually next turn win the game. So 360, and that Urshifu is a knockout. So that looks like a GG. It looks like a GG. There's another powerful colorless energy for me, and my opponent is definitely looking forward to probably concede the game, and that's the GG. So yeah, he couldn't get that Umbreon VMAX in play. If he did, who knows, maybe the game would go in another direction, but without it, it's a game. So let's move on to the game number 2. Alright, I won the coin flip, which means that I want to go first. Let's take a look at the opening hand. This opening hand looks definitely promising. I really like it. So, I can draw plenty of cards turn 1. I can discard plenty of cards turn 1. So, let's see which route I should go first. Yeah, okay, let's go first with 1 quick ball so I can get maybe 1 Sinistea into the play, and then I can play Rose Tower. There is a Air Balloon. I think I'm just gonna Crobat for now, keeping that Air Balloon. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't attach Air Balloon, my mistake. Terrible mistake. Horrible mistake, but it's okay. Level Ball, one more time. It could be for... Actually, it will be for the Dedenne. I'm looking forward to discard that Dedenne next turn, but I don't have energy card. You know what? I'm gonna gamble in order to get energy. Damn it, just another research. I didn't want to get another research. Okay, I mean, turn 1, 5 Pokemons in my discard pile, 5 Med Party Pokemons in my discard pile, which means that I can hit for 100 damage already. Being able to hit for 100 turn 1 is not that bad. If I was going second, probably I would even increase that damage down to my opponent by a lot more. I would probably hit for more than like 100. With Professor Research, I wouldn't play the Articuno. I would just go with the Research for 7, trying to maybe get, you know, more Pokemon so I can discard them more. So potentially you can, if you're lucky enough, discard up to 10 Pokemons easily turn 1 with this build, no doubt about it. Probably even with Familiar Bell you could discard even more. So there's Professor Research, and my opponent is playing that Charizard deck, which I really like. Alright, another Air Balloon, so yeah. It's not that I need it, but okay, I'm not gonna gamble. I will just throw the Research for 7. Another Research top deck, perfect, perfect, I like it. I like it. I don't have anything in my hand, not even an energy card that I actually desperately looking forward to get. And with that being said, let's try first to draw some cards, shall we? I have Articuno, okay, well suddenly I have also that Bunnelby, I can draw some cards, not a Powerful Energy again, I don't want that. And then I'm gonna use my Articuno in order to draw one more card, which will be just another Meowth. Damn it. I'm not even gonna bother attaching energy to my Bunnelby, to be honest. I'm just gonna end the turn. Okay, so I couldn't hit this turn, which is okay. How many Pokemons do I have? 5, 6, 7. Is that a bet to the pick? Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. How many Rose Towers? I discard only one. So I have one more Rose Tower. It's okay. One more Rose Tower. One more Rose Tower. I only regret the decision where I attached that Air Balloon onto my Crobat, because right now I cannot retrieve the Bunnelby. The reason why I attached energy to Polteageist, but then I realized that I don't have another Air Balloon to retreat. But okay, my opponent helped me there with the Marnie, so it's just fine. Was because I was maybe even expecting him to be in the position to knock me out. So we shall see. There's Chino. I mean, it's funny that he could even knock me out with that energy assist. But eventually he attached the energy to Charmander instead, so that might cost him even a game here and there. The best thing is that my opponent is in a way better position than I am, due to the fact that he can take a couple prize cards in a single turn. He can take 2 prize cards in a single turn, where compared to me, I can only take 1 per turn. Alright, so I'm getting rid of some of the cards out of my hand. Ooh, you serious? Okay, I didn't even pay attention to that. Never mind, let's hope to pull something good out of that. Rose Tower, so Dedenne. Let's go with Dedenne. Tea Party. I'm desperately looking forward to get that energy card in play. Finally, there it is. I want to discard a little bit more of the cards out of my hand so I can thin the deck as much as possible. Okay, for now, let's just go with the Mad Party. So Mad Party for 200 at this moment. I'm taking a prize, which is a Ordinary Rod. Okay, perfect. So, he can return knockout with Chinchino, which is perfectly fine for him. I mean, paying only 1 energy in order to take a prize card, in this case, is good for him. It will definitely take some time until he managed to set up another Charmander. I was pretty lucky there with that boss's order play, no doubt about it. So I'm just looking forward to see what's going to be the next move for my opponent. If I was my opponent, I would also consider knocking out my Bunnelby turn before, no doubt about that. Not quite sure why he didn't go with that, so there's the Raihan. Okay, this time he was a little bit more smarter, so he actually attached energy to Chinchino instead to the Charmander on the bench. And also 1 energy attached to the Charmander. Chinchino hits for 40. It also attaches energy to Charmander. And that's unfortunately knockout. It is. Let me see. I'm gonna shuffle 2 Pokemons back into my deck. All 2 are gonna be Bunnelbys. First level ball, and then I'm gonna go with the second level ball, which will be for that Sinistea. That Sinistea is useless until the end of the game. T-break for my Dedenne. So I'm hoping to find a energy card. Not this energy. I need Quick Ball. Yeah, it works fine, I guess. It works fine, I guess. Okay, I have Bunnelby. I can draw some more cards. I'm gonna knock him out with the Polteageist. Not with the Polteageist. Damn, that was a misplay again. Not with the Polteageist. I should knock him out with the Bunnelby instead. Because he will probably return the knockout with the Charmander. And I will lose Polteageist. And on my opponent's turn, he will swing me with the knockout with Chinchino. And then I will lose the game. Okay. Maybe he just pulls the boss and knocks something out of my bench. Maybe not, because there's only 1 Leon in his discard pile. Maybe he could discard a couple more with the Battle Sense. Who knows? Damn it. I mean, playing with the Mad Party versus 1 prize attacking decks where you need to attach 2 energies is just too complicated. I see 1 more Leon in his discard pile. So far it's 160, maybe 190 with Chinchino. He discarded both his orders, so it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. And even verse Professor Research, so he can get another Charmander into play if he needs. Okay, with that being said, it's safe to say that the game is in the bag for my opponent. I don't think I can actually win this game with only 4 Twin Energies. I think that's some sort of a miracle that needs to happen. But who knows? Everything is possible these days. Twin Energy, Bunnelby, draw 1. It's another Twin Energy, Mad Party for the knockout. It's 220, going down to 3 prize cards. Yeah. From what I can see, I would probably win the game if I decided to knock the Charizard with the Bunnelby instead of the. Yeah, for sure, it would be a game for me. Because he wouldn't take a prize right now, and I would have that 1 crucial energy saved. So I would just knock him out back. Yeah. I wouldn't even have another attacking Pokemon to attack with it. Oh, what a shame! I didn't pay too many attention too much attention discarding those Polteageist. I was too hyped, to be honest. But the fun fact is that my opponent is also down to 6, and I'm also down to 6 cards. He can recycle some of the cards back to his deck. 4 cards. It's safe to say that he won't lose the resources, that's for sure. Meowth for 2 cards. How many rare candies? I see 2 rare candies, 2 Charizards. But that Chinchino is doing a perfect job here. I really needed another. Yeah, it's fine. I'm knocking him out. I'm going down to 2 prize cards. There is a Mr. Rime. I have 1 more energy and 1 more Bunnelby left. So 1 more energy and 1 more Bunnelby left. So who knows at the end. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna boss's orders his Oranguru next turn while I'm trying to set my. Well, I will try to set my. I see 1 copy of Air Balloon in his discard pile. I will assume that he plays at least 2. I might be completely wrong. We shall see. If the top deck card is some sort of the Twin Energy, I might even consider going for Nugget against Charizard, to be honest, because I see 2 boss's orders in his discard pile. Ah, damn it. Energy attached to Oranguru. That changed plan completely. Just Professor Research top deck. Huh, okay. How many energies? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many Leons in his discard pile? I see 1 Leon, 2 Leon, 2 Leons, only 2 Leons? That's 200, so he's short for like 10 in theory. I need to play boss's order, and I need to hope that the top deck will be some sort of energy card for me. Hopefully powerful energy or something like that. Oh, it's a GG, so he had Leon in his hand. Well played. Yeah, that one turn where I misplayed by promoting Mad Party Bunnelby instead of the Polteageist in the front cost me the game. But overall, I mean, what you can expect. How many bosses did he play? Only 2 bosses and 2 air balloons. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely safe to say that I could win if I played a little bit more smarter, but I didn't. So it is a GG. But overall, I think that the deck has some potential, but it definitely lacks another copy of Twin Energy. They're reprinting double cores energy, so when the double cores energy will be reprinted soon enough, this deck might see some play, but the downside of that card is again that it reduces the damage for 20. So yeah, you can imagine that you're hitting for 20 less. But overall, if there is a triple energy acceleration or just a normal double cores energy, then you would have much more options to hit. But then again, Dragapult and Inteleons and let's say Jolteons would be just way too much for this deck. So overall, I really wanted to build a med party and have some fun with it. Why? Because I spend a lot of time playing this deck in expanded format, usually to climb the ladder as soon as possible, and I'm a huge fan of the med party, so that's the reason why I actually built it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Hit the thumbs up, smash the likes up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more future videos. Thank you for your time. We'll see you next time. So till then, have a nice day and goodbye.